Hello, class. My name is Curtiana Crawford, and I will be presenting the chapter 4 painting. Pretty much just disclosing the four pieces that we discussed in chapters 1 through 4, and just I will say the four paintings that stuck out to me or caught my attention. So let's begin. All right, so the first painting that really caught my attention was the Mont Saint Victoire, circa 1886 to 87, and it was by Paul Cézanne in Aix, France. Um, the medium of the painting is an oil on canvas. I would say the style of the painting is Western. Um, the green shading of the painting really appealed to my eye, and it made things refreshing. I would say it appears to be like a growing village or town going on here. I get a sense of holy ground. The mountain was a home to a god, and therefore this is considered a holy place. So I get nothing but rebirth, fresh start, new beginnings. Um, the colors that were used, I would say secondary colors were used, and mixing of some colors, and they were very well blended and organized. The painting is as if the person is looking from the trees or the forest and looking down at the town. So yeah, that's that one. The second painting that caught my eye was The Echo of a Scream. And I think we discussed this one in class. And that was circa 1937 by David Alfarero Siqueiros. He was a Mexican muralist during the Spanish War. A lot of his work was done while he was imprisoned. He went back and forth to jail during the Spanish War, but for basically rebelling. I would say he was a rebeller, but for the good. All right. The medium used was enamel on wood. It was very abstract. I would say for the style, I can feel the agony that this child is going through. In this photo, I see a lot of destruction after the war, which includes guns, crying children, and bloodshed. I will get the subject matter on being the aftermath of warfare. The shading of this piece is perfect, and the shading is very detailed. The line work is clean. Dark shades, red and yellows. I would say primary colors are used in this one. Alright, so now I'm going to move on to my third one that caught my eye. I would say this is called The Early Sunday Morning, circa 1930. And this is by Edward Hopper. I would say this one caught my eye because of the pastel colors. The colors are very eye-popping, eye-catching. The medium is an oil on canvas. I would say that the style is modernism. The subject matter I would get Great Depression, Recession era. The colors of the painting is what caught my attention. And the mystery of the painting and trying to figure out what's going on is what kept my attention. I would say the shadowing and the shading is superb. And also, as you can see at the bottom, there is no people, like, I guess, going in of the storefronts or the shopping strip. But there are people that are living at the top. So there are apartments at the top of this storefront. And they are occupied. But as you can see, they're not there are no people that are at the bottom on the store strip. So this is basically giving us a clear indicator that people are in recession and they're in their homes and they're not being able to really buy or spend. And pastel and dark shades were used. All right, let's move on to the last one. The last one is not considered a painting, but it is a portrait or photography. And I just chose this one because it really caught my attention. And I guess I was looking at the instructions and it said anything from chapter 1 to 4. But I know it's not a painting, but it's very, very eye-catching. This is called The Vulture and Child in Sudan. This is circa March 26, 1993. It was published in the New York Times. By Kevin Carter. He is the photographer. It is black and white photography, as you can see. Carter saved this child as after he took this shot, but he became so depressed by the terrible tragedies and stuff that he had recorded in Sudan and South Africa that he committed suicide a year later after taking this photograph in July of 1994. I will have to say me participating in this, it really brought me to be empathetic and want to grab the child and take this to safety myself. I started to be very compassionate towards this photo. Subject matter, I would say eat or be eaten. This is clearly a vulture that is looking at this child as food. It's just really a food chain, as I can see, eat or be eaten. Famine. Get nothing but famine. All right, then that is it. The end. Thank you for your time, everyone, and sorry for the lengthy video. All right.